Good afternoon and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E225, a 1969D original wrapped roll. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Got Rosanna Aloha and Coin Junkie in the house. Welcome. Get the chip out here. Coin number 43, Dan McCumber, Michael Hernandez, welcome. Had to get a new light bulb for my illuminator. I went to do a reveal yesterday and my light source had burnt out. And of course, can't just go to the store and buy 150 watt, 1-inch halogen bulbs anymore. Get a couple more people in here and maybe we'll open the roll up. Dave Coleman, welcome. All right. Vincent, welcome. Welcome to the show. Mark Thomas. All right. Is there a way? What year coin, Mark? After 1989, yes. And actually, even before, you can have an RPM on a double die. There is a lot of them on like 57D. 73. I am not familiar with one. So I would say I would have to see it. So you're welcome to snap a picture of it. It might be something I need to see in person. We will get this going. And the first coin is for Jordan. So let me look at something. Let me get my cheat sheet up. Kind of see something down there. I want to look at something here real quick. That is different. Let me get a different listing up here. Let's see. No listings on that one. So let me look around here real quick. I just see something that reminds me of RPM number 6. Let's see if the location is correct. No, this is too high. All right. Let me go through. I just saw kind of a split lower serif also. What I'm seeing is right there. I'm going to have to hold this out and check it out. See what we got. Lots of die scratches on this one, so it should be easy to detect. Got a floating roof. Not much value. It's actually not considered a floating roof because you can see the FG. But floating roofs is nothing but an abraded die. You basically polish it till it starts losing some of its detail. But I'm going to hold this aside to see if I can verify that that is an RPM. The FG has to be gone, that's right. And even then, it's been delisted off the Cherry Picker's Guide. Some people collect it, and you know what? Hey, if they like it, see this one you can barely see the line. It's almost a shadow, it's so light. Coin number 3 goes to Frostbite. Coins are playing games. Did take a lot of photographs. I couldn't take photographs of coins when I found out too, so I fell a little bit behind on the shipping. All the packages are ready except for the coins that are variety coins. And well, those needed to be, some of them needed to be photographed. There is the one, the missing FG on the half, Dan. And to put that in perspective, a $50, when they mint $50, there is significantly less coins produced by a $50 die than a penny die. So to have that totally abraded off would be something that would be unique. Kind of an interesting coin down by the rim here. Not sure what kind of... See if we'll see that again, hopefully. Looking down the center of the device here, a little struck through, to see if there's any class 4 doubling. If there was any doubling it would be class 4 or class 8. It usually is right on the roof above Lincoln's head in these years. Well, penny dies, they try to, their goal is to get 1 million strikes out of them. And I don't think half dollar dies, I mean, some of them I'm sure get more, but I think in general they expect to get 150,000 coins out of a half dollar die if they're lucky. Like dimes, I know they shoot for 250,000 according to John Wexler. And nickels are the dies that wear off the fastest. And you can tell just by looking at nickels that they go to late mid die state real fast. Coin number 7 goes to Coins and Ghouls. After the 10th coin, if I recognize the die pair, I won't be looking at the reverses. Hey, Paul Adams, how are you today? Collector Invest, welcome. Coin number 8 goes to Stan. Yeah, we don't get to search 69Ds and 70Ds and stuff like that very often, so I like to throw some in to the mix every now and then, because we can't find the good stuff if we don't look for it. Later die state reverse. Wow, that's mangled. So you can, column 1 and 2 is got large breaks on it. But you can see almost every coin has a floating roof that we've went through so far. Coin number 9 goes to Farm Dog. Yeah, I don't know whereabouts you live. The allergies are terrible down south right now. And I know that I've been taking allergy medication for the last 2 months. If I had to live down here with no air conditioning, it would be tough. Especially when the oak pollen just starts. I mean, literally, you can go out and there'll be a quarter or half inch on the hood of your car. And there's tons of it out right now, Collector Invest. I never had allergies until about 2 years ago, and I can remember when I first moved to Florida, the doctor asking me if I had allergies, and then in his next sentence he says, "You'll have allergies within 10 years." He says everybody who moves to Florida from the north gets allergies after a while. And he was correct. My wife got them real fast. She got them within a year or two. But it took me a few years to get them. And live oaks are done here, thank God. But now we've got it's like cypress or something like that. Some sort of pine tree that's dropping some pollen now. But it's not as bad as it was a month ago. It was literally like snowing pollen. Yuck. Coin 13 goes to Mark. You know, I had a friend down here. He had red eyes real bad, and I got allergies. He went to the doctor, and it turned out he had pink eye. So if you can't get rid of it with allergy medications, make sure you go see a doctor, because pink eye can be very dangerous. Coin number 14. These coins are playing with my light source. That one, almost the FG's almost gone. That's right, Dan. And that's why it's nothing to play with. So if the allergy medicines aren't working, there's probably a reason why they're not working. Coin 16 for Doug. Later die state coins here. We had a little talk about die state a couple weeks ago on Frostbite's channel. Interesting. Yeah, I know. It can be caused by multiple types of bacteria, but usually it's one kind. Next roll we got coming up's a 55S. We usually find some stuff in 55S. Coin 18 goes to Carl. It's not uncommon not to find stuff in a 69D roll, but when we do find stuff, it is usually pretty rewarding. I've got some 69D rolls. I might do a rehash of one of those and sell spots for people that half the people that were involved the last time I did it aren't involved anymore. So it'd be nice to get those RPMs in the hand of new collectors. We have found a RPM 6 in the past, and that's like the toughest one to find. Hey Wanda, how you doing today? We will be back at about maybe 15 minutes after this reveal is over to do a 55S roll to try to get me caught up. My light bulb and my light source burnt out. And it's not something you can just run to Lowe's or whatever to get. I had to order it right from the company and have them express ship it to me, which was pretty good. I ordered it yesterday morning and I got it by 10 o'clock at night. Which was crazy. But the shipping was almost as much as the light bulb. Actually, the shipping was as much as the light bulb. Yeah, we're due for that, Dan. And like I say, the 69D rolls, I might do them again. They were actually bass. They weren't bluegills. They were nice, and I think there was 4 different die pairs in that had RPMs. Hey, Farm Dog, how you doing today? Next coin is for Dave. Ah, nice. Is family or friend? I got some friends flying in from Arizona today. That should be fun to see them later on. Bass, your all-time favorite fish? You know, I haven't bass fished since I've moved to Florida. I used to do a lot of fishing in Michigan. And when you fish the Great Lakes, you just can't help but, you know, do a lot of smallmouth fishing. But I do like to fish down here, but I went out on the ocean every time. Coin 25 goes to Otis. Sea bass, yeah, those are nice. They're actually in season right now, too. First half of the roll is down. Let me wrap these up real quick. Redfish are kind of cool. So are drum. The black drum or whatever. Actually, I think they might be the same fish. Just called a different name. And I saw something there for a second. Live in Missouri. Yeah, you guys are probably getting pollen right about now. Hopefully it rains fast. That definitely helps with pollen issues. Oh, all right. I know down by where I live, you see them. Actually, it's right about now. You see them fishing off the bridges for the redfish. This almost looks like the... No, it's different. Die pair that we had. The first coin of the roll for Parvis. Coin 28 goes to Carl. We got 15 watchers and only 8 likes. Hit that like button, everybody. The trout season here just ended, I believe, and then I think they can do snook for a while, and then that ends pretty quick. I'm not exactly sure of the time frames. All these coins got the same. They use the same mint mark punch in all the dies of these coins. It's kind of got like that little horn on the top. Malcolm, welcome. How you feeling? You getting any better? But you know what? There's nothing wrong with catching bluegills. It's better, you know. I just like catching fish. The last few times I've fished, I don't even keep them anymore. I just catch them and release them. I shouldn't say that. I did keep, I think we kept 5 lane snapper the last time we went out. And just had dinner that day. But usually I just catch and release. There is some fish, especially like hogfish and stuff like that. If you catch them, you almost got to keep them because you kill them getting them out of the water. There's supposed to be something that you can fill their swim bladders back up or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But there's something that they always talk about if you go deep water fishing to make sure you have it. And I bet you are, Dave. You know, that is one activity that I kind of miss from living in Michigan. But we don't get a whole lot of it up there anymore. I used to like going and spending a whole weekend out on the ice. Hogfish is delicious. But you know, it's an acquired taste. Many people that eat it the first time don't like it. It's one of those fish that they eat it a second time and then they decide they like it after the... I don't know if it's not what you expect. But it doesn't taste like most of the other snapper species. Catching and releasing in hot oil. Yeah, that works. Smelt dipping, I can remember that. That's something that you don't hear much about anymore. I can remember when I was late teens, early 20s, there would be a run and you'd take your nets out and fill garbage cans with them and you'd have smelt all year. But then they got the gobies and some other type of invasive species and they ate all the fry, so the smelt runs are very, very minor now, so it's hard to even get a gallon Ziploc baggie full now. But I used to love going smelt dipping. Man, that's a lot of work. That's called microfishing. Because heck, the smelt we were going for, they were about 4 inches. You'd just take scissors, cut their heads off, and basically cut the center up with a pair of scissors and just run your finger up, pull the guts out, and just left them whole. And then Drake's fish batter and hot oil. And we would be cooking as we were cleaning. Yeah, when we went for them, we used a net, a seine, and you just throw the net out there, pull it in, and it would be full. Sometimes they would get so thick that you could just see them swimming over each other in the rivers. See, let me look at Parvis's coin. This is Parvis's. I'm pretty sure. I've seen this. It is. So this is not an RPM. This is the same coin. Same die pair. Well, it's been polished there, but it's definitely the same die pair there. Let me look. Yes. Yes, so. Put that away. Crispy, welcome to the show. Next coin is for Richard. So far, nothing. 69D, though. If you find RPMs in a 69D, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be RPM number 8. But like I say, we have found... Well, here, I can tell you which ones we have found. I'm on the page now. 12, 14, 15. There was another one too. I think it is number 8 or 10. It was 10, I believe. Smelt is great for pike bait. That's what we used to always ice fish for, was to try to get a big pike or muskie through that little hole. I was never very good at it. I could get, you'd get a 3-footer through. But there was always that one guy that could pull a giant muskie through the hole, and it'd be like squeezing it through the hole. Next coin is for Stan. Haven't saw the die that had that anomaly by the rim, so I'm wondering if that might have been a flaw in the planchet. Because I believe that I have seen the actual die scratches. Hey, Dan, walleye to me is the absolute best eating fish there is. I love it. So I can't blame them for being hooked on walleye. This coin is for Sissy. Perch and walleye, ain't that the truth, Crispy? The only problem with catching perch is you got to catch 100 of them for a decent meal, because it's just like little potato chips. But the walleyes, you get those big fillets off of. But I even like eating bluegills and crappie and stuff like that. They're pretty good. I think they're almost as good as perch. The one thing, when I lived in Central Florida, you used to go to some of the lakes and you would catch 13, 14-inch striper bass in the fresh water, because they come in from the intercoastal and breed in the fresh water. And those were surprisingly good eating. I think they're better eating when they're that age than when they're caught in the ocean. Yeah, but you need 100 of them, because you're literally getting a half a bite of meat with each one, with each fillet off of them. I got friends up in Michigan, they fillet those things. It's just like, man, they fillet 100 of them in about a half hour. Like, you guys have at it. Oh, 43 was the giveaway. And that, let me get the coin back out, was for Carl. Congratulations, Carl. Coin number 43. Let me write a note here. E225. One of these days, I need to set an alarm or something that reminds me. My wife is officially retired now. Our house is officially full of stuff because we had to bring all the stuff we had at work. 48 specks, and specks down here get big. They're not like the little baby crappies you get up. What's it, brim or crappie or specks? Yeah, brim. One of them's sunfish bluegill and the other one's crappie. I don't know. I'm confused now. And jackalope for the last coin. I want to thank everybody for joining. I will be back in about 15 minutes, 1:30, to start the next reveal. And that is going to be, let me get this out, get it ready. And there is the tube of coins right here. A taped roll of 55S. Anyways, I will see everybody in about 15 minutes. If not, you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.